What is up, everyone? It's your boy Infrar-Ed. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I bring you a manga review of One Piece chapter 825. In a much better mood after reading this chapter, especially after reading Bleach this week, as I can always count on Oda to put a smile on my face after going into Dark Souls type rage right now. But without further ado, let's get down to the chapter, as again we got another pretty good one, as this is turning out to be one of the best arcs of One Piece right now, and we're really just starting. So in this chapter we start off with Sanji on a boat again. He's being escorted to where Big Mom is and the rest of his family, and some of Bege's henchmen are pretty much, talking to Sanji on the boat, saying, you're gonna love it here, you're gonna love being a criminal and such. And Sanji, he's not that type of person. He really doesn't want anything to do with these people. He's just coming here to get his family off his back, and he's like, I don't want anything to do with you guys, so stop talking to me. This doesn't sit well with the goons on the ship, as we're introduced to one guy his name is actually Gotti, and he's a big muscular dude, and he actually has a turret gun on his arm, and he's like, if this guy don't shut up, I'm gonna pop him one. And I can really, it's probably bad, but I can really kind of hear these guys with Italian voices, and I guess that's the whole point, because they're mobsters. As we finally get to our destination, and Sanji, he's in these quarters, and he's like, this is my personal room, get out of here. And then you also see that they have Caesar trapped in the same room with him as well. And as Sanji's pretty much pissing these guys off, somebody else comes in. It's a lady who looks just like Lola, who says, you can't kill this guy. You know how much Sanji's worth? He's worth his weight in gold, and he is the important part that's going to combine the Vinsmoke and Charlotte's family. He is super important, so just calm your jets right now. So that calmed the gangsters down a bit as they leave. And as they're leaving, Sanji says to himself, these people seem kind of familiar. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just something about these people. And that's what I'm kind of wondering as well. It's a little bit confusing, or at least to me. Did he see the girl and recognize her and think of Lola? Or do these people have a resemblance to his family? I guess we'll find out now that we're finally there. Meanwhile, while that's going on, we get back to the Sunny with Luffy and the crew, and they are being wrecked by the weather right now. It's so hot that the water's literally boiling, and they're running out of food, they're running out of resources. They can't fish because the water is so hot that it's driving all the fish away. So Luffy is so hungry right now that he's even looking at Chopper right now like, I can roast you up. And Chopper's like, what are you doing? Stop looking at me like I'm a pot roast. That's pretty funny. Out of all the years of One Piece, I think that's the first time someone's actually looked at Chopper that way. I was thinking, with this reindeer around, somebody's going to want to eat him one day, right? But we get that, and as this is going on, they did actually catch a fish, but it was a fish that was really big too. They caught it. It's enough for them to eat on until they get to their destination, even though Chopper says they need to stop at an island soon because they're running out of resources. Also, he goes in to investigate the fish. He's like, wait, don't eat it yet. I need to go get Sanji's books and take a look at it. So he's going through Sanji's recipe books, and he's throwing them out trying to find his fish book, and all he's finding is nudie bags. And he really points that out, like, he has all these nudie bags, where are the recipes? So he finally does find the book, and he's coming back to tell everybody, the skin on this fish is poisonous, severely poisonous, so don't eat it. And before he can finish the sentence, Luffy and Carrot are already going in, eating the fish. And they're like, oh, it's so good. And, Pedro's in as well. They're already eating it. And Nami's kind of looking like, geez, guys, wait a bit. So Luffy, he has a high poison tolerance ever since he fought Magellan back in Impel Down. So they don't worry about him dying. He's not going to die, at least just from that little bit of fish, or a lot, depending on how much he ate. But he is tripping right now as he's foaming from the mouth. He's hallucinating, and they really need to get him some help stat. But because of his poison tolerance, he'll be okay. And they need to stop somewhere to get some meds and some better medication and food and some type of resources before they don't even make it to where they're going right now. On their way to the trip, though, they notice they're finally getting close to their destination as the snowfall starts to turn to cotton candy, and Chopper is eating it up. He's like, cotton candy? You know how much he loves it. So to be somewhere where it snows cotton candy, he is in heaven right now. And they also get a notification from the Den Mushi that they are getting close to Big Mom's island. Peckham's at this point says, okay, that's the warning signal. That lets us know that we're near where we have to go. However, we still need to sneak in. But just as they think they can do that, they hear a bullhorn that's telling them to stop in their tracks. And at this point, our crew is stopped by a ship of people called the Germa 66. And who's on that ship? A man who looks exactly like Sanji with the curled eyebrows. So is this the father? Is this the brother? We don't know, but all we do know is that we are finally at the Vinsmokes, people, and I cannot wait to get to Sanji's family and the backstory and what's going on with them. However, we're gonna have to wait a week as Oda's going on break. Now, I've been hearing that he has an ill family member, so he's gonna take a break next week to take care of that. But hey, he's still not Togashi. We don't have to worry about Oda. If he goes on a hiatus or a break, he's going to be back. I was worried about Hunter x Hunter coming out at all this week because I didn't see it when everything else was coming up. So yeah, that was One Piece this week in a nutshell. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you excited as I am to see the Vinsmoke family? Why do you think Sanji had an idea or kind of felt like he knew who the person was? Do you also think that he may have recognized old girl as being similar to Lola, as it's always been speculated that Lola's mother's Big Mom? She even gave Nami a delivery card back on Thriller Bark that said, "This is from my mom." So it's always been there as far as Lola being Big Mom's daughter. The thing that I want to know is, I have a feeling that Juri Bani is Big Mom's daughter as well, because they always said that her mother is a famous pirate and she probably just ran away. And she also has an affinity to eat. And we know with Big Mom, she loves candy. And, you know, with the big eater thing that Juri Bani has as well, it's definitely a connection there. I mean, it's just so many puzzle pieces and breadcrumbs being laid out that could be resolved in this arc, and I cannot wait to get to it, as we're on the home stretch for One Piece right now, even if it is going to be about 5 or 10 years. So that's it for the Scout Report. Again, go ahead and drop the video a like if you like the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. So be sure to also join me tomorrow as I review Joker Game, and stay tuned as I continue to bring you guys more and more content by the day. So on that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.